On Monday, Russia will observe what is known as Victory Day, commemorating the Soviet Union's victory over Nazi Germany in 1945. While normally a chance for Russia to show off its military hardware and remember the sacrifices of World War II, this year there are fears President Vladimir Putin could use the opportunity to intensify his assault on Ukraine, potentially declaring all-out war. Joining me now to talk us through the history of Victory Day and what we can expect to see Monday is Dr. Valery Dzutsati. I apologize for mispronouncing your name there, visiting assistant professor at the University of Kansas. Thanks so much for being here. So why is the Victory Day holiday so important to Putin's messaging?
Thank you for having me. So Victory Day is very important in Russia and for Russians, for both, for the government and for ordinary Russians. Why? Because practically all Russian families have personal connection to the Second World War, in the sense that either, family member died, like grandfathers or, one of those generations, or participated in that war and got wounded, and all kinds of other connections. So it is very important kind of nation building holiday, because it brings together pretty much all or most Russians, regardless their political views, religious affiliations, and other identity markers like that.
And it has been confusing, right, as to why Putin keeps saying that his mission in Ukraine is to denazify Ukraine. Connect the dots for us there.
Yes, that's a great question. So Putin has been using this denazification, the Nazi narrative, to mobilize Russians, and also to signal to the West that Russia is fighting a similar war in Ukraine, a war that is similar to what the Soviet Union, along the United States and Great Britain, fought against Nazi Germany many years ago. So the messaging is directed both at domestic audiences, because fascist is like the worst curse, and also at external foreign audiences, where obviously it is Nazi. Fascist is also a very badly treated, badly viewed term. So, and Nazi, by the way, is a relatively new term. Usually in Russia, the most widespread term was fascist. So Nazi is a twist, is a very recent actually development, apparently to make it closer, maybe, to the foreign audiences, not only to domestic audiences, but also like for people abroad.
Mm-hmm. And what do you expect Putin to say during his speech?
Yes, well, that's, of course, anybody's guess. Most people didn't expect that war would happen in February this year. So almost anything could happen. But I think the majority of experts now agree that he's unlikely to declare open war on Ukraine on May 9th, or announce some sort of a mobilization, total or partial mobilization, because May 9th is still a holiday. I don't think he will want to spoil that holiday for Russians. Nowadays, it's more like a happy holiday in Russia, with only a touch of sadness, perhaps, but not much of it, as it is, it happened a long time ago, obviously.
And we've been talking to military analysts who are anticipating not only his speech, but they have anxiety and fear that he will escalate attacks, that he'll use this occasion to do that. I know you say you don't think that he'll announce an all-out war, but do you think anything significant will happen on that day other than the pomp and circumstance and celebration?
Yeah, well, we can certainly expect some sort of saber-rattling rhetoric. In terms of rhetoric, I'm almost sure there will be some incendiary statements, and many people expect that the doomsday airplane for the Russian president will be demonstrated actually on that day. So, which is like a sign that Russia is prepared to use nuclear weapons if needed. So that type of signaling will happen, and we can more or less be sure that there will be denunciation of so-called Nazis in Ukraine, denunciation of the West, specifically the United States, perhaps, for helping Ukraine and prolonging the war, as Russian officials say. So there will be a lot of saber rattling, I'm sure, but not. I mean, I wouldn't expect drastic statements. But again, we don't know. I mean, I might be mistaken totally, of course.
Okay, and before I let you go, I know you're Russian yourself, and I'm curious if you have a sense of the mood in Russia, the support or the lack thereof, and the understanding of what's actually happening in Ukraine.
Yes, that's a great question. So most Russians don't see the picture that we are seeing here in the United States. So most Russians receive their news from the Russian state media, which says basically that everything is going well for the Russian army in Ukraine, and Russia is about to finish denazification of Ukraine. So they don't necessarily feel that the Russian army has suffered a lot of losses and is not capable of launching any large-scale, attack on Ukraine as of now.
All right, Dr. Dzutsati, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.